like I'm getting locked out of all the gears. I tried to move the Z to the driveway. When I got to the slope, I had no more gears. I had nothing. So as you just saw, the Z is down. So this car lasted about 1 minute on the driveway. And as I was going to the decline to incline part of the driveway, all the gears was locked. So as you sit in this car right now and I try to shift it anywhere, I'll go first gear. This is second. Nope. 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 And nope. Even if I put the clutch in, nothing. The car has no gears. I don't know the history of this transmission. I don't know if it's my fault with the pilot bushing. Right now I have the transmission jack, all my tools here. Got my brother here, he's doing a wrap job. Now the reason why I had to tow it to my parents' house is because I am currently working on my boy's Civic at the house and I needed to get him in. He was waiting a bit. His car was at my house for another 3 days because of this car, because it wasn't starting. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I charged the battery. I tried to move it onto the driveway, and once I was moving it, it didn't want to go anymore, so we towed it. Now it's here. Now it's back to its original home. Go back to my poster. Let's get right into dropping this transmission. Okay, actually I lied. We're gonna get started on this engine stand first. Opening it upside down, I mean it's fine. So here's the engine stand. I just finished it. I never filmed anything of it because who's gonna want to watch me build an engine stand? Yeah, so this is the HR for the 240. I don't really want to unwrap it. There it is. There's the engine stand for it. Hopefully by December or end of the year, we can get started on that project. So the car's in the air now. It's on all 4 jack stands. Again, I didn't film myself jacking up the car because, let's be real, who wants to see me jack up a car? So first we're gonna do, we're gonna take out the drive shaft, drop it down, take this off also, the white pipe, disconnect the harness, and then we're going to be getting into the transmission. But first what we're going to do is we're going to take this off, of course. Also we're going to be installing these LRB door cards. Here they are. They look pretty cool to me. I'm happy that I'm finally going to have door cards because as you can clearly see, I've had nothing for like the past 2 years. So my lady has arrived.
Hi.
And she's getting to work on the door cards. A freaking sheet of metal. I did get the raw finish because I did want to wrap over it. But I'm thinking I should have got the painted one because it's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. So I have one more bolt to get, and this is the extension that we're using for it. It looks to be about like 24 inches, so if you have a 24-inch extension, now's the time to use it. If you're like me, just stack them, you know. But yeah, we got one last bolt. Drive shaft is off. Every single bolt is loosened, just one more right on the top. So I got all the bolts off from the transmission. The only thing that's left is the cross member holding it up. So the transmission is dropped now. I have inspected the clutch, the pilot bushing. Pilot bushing seems to be worn out. The clutch though seems to be fine. The slave cylinder also seems fine as well. Not sure what it is. I'm thinking that it's the shifter linkage that wasn't aligned properly. Okay, so what happened to the Z?
It broke.
So I didn't film it much, but we did get a new transmission for the Z. The previous transmission that we were using was completely shot. It wouldn't shift even if it was like not in the car, which led to me being on the tow truck. And then now it has been like, I think 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, we have the new transmission in here now. As it is right there. Again, I didn't film it much because I was just, you know, under a car suffering. But we do have a stock exhaust to run now. It's obviously not actually stock. There's no muffler here, and it has a flex pipe delete for some reason. Not sure what happened there, but yeah, it don't look too pretty. But it is what it is. We have to run it because I'm not about to run this car with no exhaust again. That was too loud. So I got the cross member for the transmission in, transmission mount. Also, the drive shaft is in. Torque that down, and I also need to torque down the transmission bolts, which I'm not really looking forward to do, but it is what it is. We gotta do it. So what happened?
We put the car down and hopefully it'll start.
Right, so it's been another day yet again. Again, I didn't feel myself putting in like the transmission fluid, clutch fluid, none of that. I just want to get straight to the point with this video.
I know, they're probably waiting for it to start up and like move.
Here it is, we're about to start it up for the first time with the new transmission.
Oh, fingers crossed.
So I'm sitting here editing this video and I'm realizing I never made an outro for it. The reason for that is because I felt like such a loser after this happened. Yeah, so that's excessive backfire. That is not supposed to be happening. Now usually the reason for that is a MAF sensor, O2 sensor, or a misfire. In my case, I think I'm using the wrong fuel pump. So I believe the 370Z has a slightly different like fuel delivery. I'm still using 350Z fuel pump. We're going to be trying to switch it out for the 370Z. But if that does not resolve the problem, then we're going to be getting a base map for the car. Because I believe I'm not getting the right air to fuel mixture ratio in the car. Because at the end of the day, it is a swap. And not everything's going to be perfect. I'm going to be having a whole series about this. Because I don't gatekeep anything, guys. I don't want to be a gatekeeper. You know, whatever I know is going to be out for everyone else to know. That's the way we're always going to be. Stay tuned for the next video. We're going to be trying to resolve this problem with the Z so we can finally get on the road. Guys, they're always watching me. Yeah, you see these little guys? They're always watching me while I'm editing. I'm about to have you guys start editing for me. I'm about to start handing out payments and seeds. They love this stuff. I am totally okay with this project taking longer than expected. I've already accepted the fact that my car has been out for almost 2 years now. Not in a year and a half, it's almost 2 years. But that's okay because we are learning from it. So hopefully with the 240, it's going to be a lot quicker swap and it's going to be a lot more fun. That's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you on the next one.